This is a quick presentation about using Pinterest in education. So the first thing is what exactly is Pinterest? Well, think about in the past when, or maybe even currently, you take all of your lesson ideas and you put them in a binder, or maybe you have them filed in a filing cabinet. And then also think about a bulletin board where you put ideas up on the board. Well, Pinterest is pretty much a mashup of those two things, and it's a virtual bulletin board where you can see those resources. Here's an example. So this is my Pinterest board. This is my Pinterest website. I have different boards. One of my boards is digital storytelling. So on my digital storytelling board, I have a bunch of pins of resources that are links to websites about digital storytelling. So why would you want to use Pinterest? Well, one thing is it's a great way to organize ideas into categories. It's also a way you can share your ideas and get new ideas from other educators. I find it's a great place to learn new things. So here are some examples of other educational boards on Pinterest: classroom design, art lesson plans, third grade writing. So you can see there are lots of other educators on Pinterest. So let's take a quick tour of Pinterest.
Okay, so when I've logged on to Pinterest, this is what I'll see. I'll basically see all of the pins that I'm following, and then Pinterest also suggests some pins based on my interests. So right now you can see that I'm into recipes and I'm into organization. If you click up here, this is my profile, and I can see all of the different boards that I've created. And then you can see these are the people who who are following me, and then these are the people that I am following. These are the actual pinners that I'm following, and then these are the actual boards that I follow. If I want to search for something, so let's say I'm interested in iPads and education, I'm just going to type in iPads, and we see iPads in the classroom. So a whole bunch of different pins will come up about using iPads in the classroom. So apps for struggling readers. I can click on that, and then I'm going to click on it one more time to just go to the actual website where that came from. I'm going to scroll through. It looks pretty good. Oh, that's one that I think I like. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to pin it, and it's going to ask me where do I want to pin it, and I want to pin it to my iPads and education, and I pin it. So that's how easy it is to use Pinterest.
I'm going to give you some tips for using Pinterest for education. So my first tip is to follow boards and not necessarily people. When you follow people, you'll see everything that they're pinning. So some people will be pinning all their educational stuff and then also their personal stuff. I do that. So for example, you might see this educational pin, but then you might also see this personal pin. So just be careful about what you're following out there. The other thing is you can actually add the pin it web clipper to your toolbar, and that's great because then when you get to a educational resource or a website, you just click on that little web clipper and it'll put it right into your Pinterest. Also, you want to make sure that you check the pin before you pin it. Don't just trust, sometimes people are trying to get more hits on their website, so it looks like a cool pin, but when you click on it, it either doesn't work or it might not be what the pin is displaying. So those are my 3 tips for using Pinterest. But here are some awesome Pinterest people to follow that are sharing really great information. And remember, you want to check out their boards. Some of them are all EDU, but some of them also have some personal stuff, which is no big deal, but just remember tip 1. So hopefully that was helpful.